Hello, welcome back to Billy Ho Sports. A quick video for you this weekend. Oaklawn's Park Southwest Stakes this Saturday. 20 points to the Derby contender that crosses the finish line first. If you're looking for some great racing content, look no further. Billy Ho Sports has you covered. This Saturday's Pegasus World Cup, loads of preview videos out there for the main event, the invitational, then the turf, Philly Mare Turf. I just put that with another Philly stakes race going out today or tomorrow, very soon. So just hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Leave me a comment in there. Let me know who you think's going to win this race, because I think it's going to be just between one or two horses here. All right, Southwest, 8.5 on the dirt. We're going to take a look at it right now. And here is your field led by Gaming, who is going to be the 2-1 morning line favorite. Then you have the number 7, Patch Adams. Brad Cox's horse going out at 5-2. Second choice, field of 10. Let's go over to the past performances and break this thing down. All right, heading up to the top, mile and a 16th. So we start with the number 1 Gaming, Bob Baffert, Juan Hernandez, shipping over from Santa Anita after a disappointing, actually, Los Alamitos is the last race he ran, which was that grade 2 futurity that was overwhelming, 1-2 chalk, and didn't get it done there, was beaten by journalism and actually stablemate getaway car as well. Looking to reestablish his Derby trail prowess. His speed and the rail winning at 21%, that is going to be tough to handle this one. So it's put up or shut up time for Baffert and Gaming. If Gaming can't get it done here or is just right there at the wire, I'm really going to start wondering why I put my money on that horse in pool 2. Well, actually, it's pretty easy. I just bet all the Baffert horses. I bet like all 5 of them that were in pool 2. So anyway, number 2's Publisher, 12-1, still seeking the maiden win. Didn't run well. Finished second on the muddy track at Oaklawn. Did run well there, but it's Eric Asmussen, Steve Asmussen. I'm going to pass on that one. Passing probably on Monet's Magic too. Did rally to win in the mud at Oaklawn. I looked at the weather and it looks like it's going to be clear this weekend. It looks like we're not going to get any kind of rain or mud or off track unless there's a shift in the forecast between now and then. I think it's going to be a stretch for this good Magic Colt to do much of anything. The connections aren't there for me. I like to look at connections. Number 4, Tastic has connections. He has Steve Asmussen, and his son Keith Asmussen will ride. And we all have our knocks on Keith Asmussen as a jockey, and it's really no knock on him, as you're well aware. I've mentioned before, he's just too tall and he's just too big to be a jockey. I mean, he makes up for it just fine. He rides, I mean, you can see he's a 10% winner. So, hey, what can you say about that? But the speed figures are just not quite there for Tistastic. He's a closer. He could be up there and factor once again if a little bit better pace and at least hit the board. Number 5, Render Judgment, was one that adding blinkers for Kenny McPeak. So blinkers on and pretty good in the gun runner, but everybody got blown out by Built and did manage to overcome a stumble at the start, save some ground, and got up for third behind Magnitude, which you saw Magnitude didn't come out and run very well, but Built did. Built ran good enough to win. Just got clipped at the wire by Disco Time the other day in the LeCompte. So Render Judgment's likely pass on the blinkers. Uh, Sandman, a horse I kind of liked back in the summertime a little bit. The Iroquois was a disappointment, but then Street Sense a little better, then came back, dropped into optional claiming territory, got it done there. So maybe a little confidence booster gets him back going. But this is another one that wouldn't get first team reps on my squad. So I'm probably 5 to 1, and that's not really much value to me for a horse I don't think is a top 3 or 4 choice in this race. I think there's more that are better, but I could be wrong. That 91 and that late pace 104 looks pretty good at Oaklawn. So if he takes to the track, I might be eating my words there. So there's number 7, Patch Adams. This is the 1A. Big choice to win here. You can see the big number he ran November 30th at Churchill. 102 late pace figure driving at home in the 120K maiden, winning by 10 links. So, lost the wraps late, but that obviously didn't mean anything at all for the Brad Cox Patch Adams, who's pretty highly thought of 3-year-old for the Derby Trail. Does like to get out in front and run some fast fractions. Flavian Pratt aboard. You cannot possibly beat that combination. So, big uh, American Promise coming in for Dwayne Lucas. 6 to 1. Promising maiden win at Oaklawn Park last out, 92 speed figure here. You can see maiden 110 in the mud. So maybe not getting mud this weekend, but Dwayne Lucas, if it was an off track by somehow, you can bet Dwayne Lucas would find a way to send a long shot. I think I forget it was Honeybee or something last year in the Phillies. The 3-year-old Phillies won that race last year with a big long shot. So you never know with Dwayne. He can do it still. He's getting it done. Bon Temps got no shot in my opinion. That's the other Dwayne horse. Just speed's not there. You can see the 92 from the previous. I mean 92, 88, 87. American Promise can compete. Uh, so Bontemps, I don't think can. Speed King, I think is getting a little bit of a disrespect here. I thought he looked really good. Obviously, the maiden win was good, wire to wire, going 6 furlongs, and then stretched it to a mile and was going. Now that the thing of it is we're going a mile and a 16th, so we're stretching a little further. But he was dueling down the stretch. He just got out finished. It's not like he gave it up at the end. He just ran by. Cole Battle ran by, and then Cole Battle came right out and won his very next big race. So proving he's the legit contender he seems to be. So I am going to get into that uh, here briefly, but the top selection is going to. I'm taking gaming, number 1 gaming. I bet him in the future pool too. Like I said, I think he's objectively better than most everybody, but Patch Adams. Patch Adams really close second place. I think that what will get Patch Adams uh, wouldn't or won't would be a speed duel if he got under pressure early on by one of these other front running horses that gets out fast like American Promise from D Wayne. That could absolutely cause problems. Speed King, much the same. You can see the hundreds he ran early on in the springboard. He was flying out front. So if Patch Adams gets sucked into that, he might have a problem. But those two are 1 and 1A, Patch Adams Gaming, in my opinion. Speed King and number 4, Tistastic underneath will round out the selections. I wanted to get this out for you quick so you could take a look at it and yourself. Uh, but it's basically a 2-horse race, in my opinion, Gaming and Patch Adams. I do like Speed King as a potential upset threat, and Tistastic just kind of plodding it home underneath. But that'll do it for the video. Be on the lookout for more Derby coverage coming your way very soon. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you soon.